I can find a ton of speaking gigs for you. In fact, I can give you one right now. But I got a message for you.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
Let me ask you this. Do you want me to book speaking gigs for you? I mean, if I said I'm going to book 10 speaking gigs for you, would you be interested? I'll book the gigs for you and I'll take a cut, 30% or something. Would you be interested? Of course you would. Why would you not? If you're not, then just come here and let me, But I want to tell you a true story that I made up. So I was contacted for a speaking gig where they wanted to pay me $1 million. And I decided I didn't want this gig. I was, $1 million, I don't want it. So I went to the speaker and I said, hey, do you want this gig for $1 million? He said, sure, why not? Unfortunately, when I sent the speaker's website to the people and I said, hey, here's the speaker, this guy's going to do a great job. He had a horrible website, horrible videos, no testimonials, and he didn't get hired, even though I gave him the gig. What's the point of this true story that I just made up? The point is that this true story, this fake true story, actually is a real story that does happen all the time. It happens very often, but speakers don't realize it because I can give you a gig. I can literally hand you a gig. But if you have a horrible website, if you have horrible videos or no videos whatsoever, there's absolutely nothing I can do to get you hired. Because it comes down to, if you look like you're worth paying for, then they will pay for you. But if you don't look like it, they won't hire you no matter what. You can have systems for getting hired. I can give you my systems for getting hired, for finding events, what to say to them. I can give you everything. But if you don't look like you're worth paying for, they won't hire you. There's so many speakers out there with a great message, great presentation, great everything, but they don't make the connection between having a great website, great videos, and just a great brand in general and getting hired. They don't make that connection. They think the problem is, I can't find gigs I can't find them. The real problem is, I can hand you a gig. I can say, here's a gig. But if you don't have the right brand, the right image, there's absolutely nothing I can do. Nothing Tony Robbins himself can do. Les Brown, they can hand you gigs. But if you don't look like you're worth it, people won't hire you. What's worse is that a lot of speakers aren't willing to invest the money to fix it. If you have a problem with getting hired, I can guarantee you it is because your brand is horrible. Guarantee you. Send me a link to your website. If you wonder why you're not getting hired, send me a link to your website. I might do a website review for you, and I will show you why. If you want to charge $10,000, you have to look like a $10,000 speaker. This is a message that most speakers need to truly get, because it pisses me off to see a speaker who says, I need help finding gigs. I need help getting gigs. And I look at their website and I say, I can literally hand you a gig, but you won't get hired because you don't look like you're worth paying for. You have to build your brand, build your image in a way that it looks like you're worth charging. It looks like you're worth what they want to pay you. So make sure you focus on that. I mean, I understand that a lot of speakers think that I'm saying things like buy brand builder just because I want to make money. And of course I want to make money, but it's true. Buying brand builder will help you get on stages because there is a connection between the brand you have and getting hired to speak. There's a connection. You have to build your image in a way where people say, yes, he looks like he's worth $10,000. Yes, he looks like he's worth bringing in as a speaker, versus I can hand you a gig and because you don't look like you're worth it, they'll say, no, we don't want this speaker at all. So I get the fact that some speakers are hesitant to buy something like brand builder. They're like, oh, he just wants to make money off me. No, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't want to spend money on this guy's stuff. I understand why people do that. What they don't get is that it really will help them out. So if you're one of the speakers who says, I want other people to find gigs for me, or I'm wondering why I'm not getting as hired as much, I guarantee you it's because your brand sucks. So change it.